Okay, we're live. I had an interruption on my last video, so we will be showing the continuation of using this cardboard pattern. All right, so I am going to let me get this set a little better. There we go. We zoom. All right. Okay, so as you can see, all right, I've got this right in place. Got it lined up right where we want it. And I'll show you that. Okay, let's see. Okay, we're right here at the edge. Okay, we're lined up. Okay, right at the edge of the tile. All right, then it's going to overhang, which will meet the overhang on, let's see, can you see it? No, you're seeing everything but this. Okay, well, anyways, it's going to line up with this edge. There's the edge, the shadow, okay? We'll catch it from this position. There we go. All right, so this overhangs the wall. All right. It overhangs the wall. I'm trying to get this. This is on the face of the camera that I'm doing this with. All right, there we go. Now you can see the overhang here. All right, and the wall. Okay, so that's what we're looking at on the outside of this wall. There'll be another piece coming off the wall and meeting this corner where it overhangs. Therefore, we need the overhang here at this point. All right, and you can see this is a nice tight fit. Okay, I'm going to reverse this camera so that we can get a better view, I do believe. Okay, now I can see what you're seeing even better. All right, nice tight fit. So if this was in a corner, this is going to get covered. The tile's going to go up this wall, and that joint will never be seen. And the slight gap that was there, it's not going to make any difference. So it was technically acceptable. But this gives you a nice tight fit. So, you know, if you want to just make it absolutely pristine, even if it's not seen, that's all good. It's okay. And this is how you would do that. But if this was seen, it was an outside corner, you can tell here with this pattern, you would have a nice tight fit. Okay. And here's a better picture how it lines up with the outer edge of the tile here, okay? And that's why you want to make a pattern. So now I'm going to measure, I'm going to mark it here at the edge of this tile and on the other side. And I will then cut it to fit the slight angle that's here. If there is one. There shouldn't be, but there could be because of what's happening there in that area. All right, looks like actually you're able to have a pretty good view at that point. Let's see if I can't zoom in some here. All right, that works. I'm trying to get the best view possible here. Let's see, because that's where I'm going to be working. Maybe I can move this lamp. That's not going to work. And maybe I can, let's see. Maybe I can make this work here. All right, now, if I can get this in its right position, you'll be able to see the next step in this process. As I drop the phone, like I'm constantly saying, I'm really looking forward to been able to do this a little better, having somebody videotaping at some point. I'll get a different setup. Okay, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to line this up just like I had it when you seen it. Okay, there we are there. So now I'm going to mark here on top of, get this lined up exactly in place. We're all good. We're right where we want to be on this edge. Okay. And then I'm going to mark the tile to the cardboard. I'm using the tile here to mark the cardboard. Okay. Now, mark the other side of this. All right, get that marked. Now I can connect the dots. And that, so it's a slight angle. I will show you here. You can see it's at a slight angle. So I'm just going to follow that angle now at the straight edge. All right. So let me zoom out a little bit. Okay. I know this isn't real professional. And that seems to just about be the same angle that I have on the other side. It's transferring, that same angle is basically transferring to this side. Okay. Hey, Sea Otter. Something's happening. Come to my house and fix. All right, no problem. I just need a ticket. That would be cool. That'd be cool to be able to do that for sure. Hey, I do woodworking. I do custom stairs, man. I was not supposed to do this, so it's been a huge learning curve for me. But doing the stairs gave me the skills to be able to do this, but it's still been a learning curve, bro. Because tile's a different animal. Big time different animal. On doing wood, you know, on the saw, you just turn your chop saw or your slide to the angle that you want, you know, and then you cut that angle with the tile. You know, you got to mark your corners like you see me doing. And then you got to cut that angle on the saw. Now, I don't know if you've seen any of my other videos as I'm showing you my foot. I don't know if you've seen any of the other videos, but I show how you use shims on your tile saw to cut the angle. All right, nice, I got it. Nice straight cut here. Yeah. So it's been, so I show how to cut tile on the tile saw using shims. I could use my slide saw, you know, to cut the shims. But I don't. I just use, just like a tile guy would use, you know. All right, now I'm going to fit this piece in there, and I'm going to tell on myself here right now. I'm going to remove this tape. As this was setting, just to kind of hold it a little bit, I put some tape in different spots. This is a leveling shim. These really make a difference. So you'd have less slippage in your tile. Your tile naturally is warped and whatnot. But that definitely helps these leveling shims. All right. Anyways, I'm going to tell on myself. Let's see. How did I do? How do we look? Hey, that just might work. Yeah, buddy. We did it. Ha. Look at that. Now, all I got to do is make this cut just about an eighth, maybe eighth and, 3/16 shorter. That way I'll have my grout line in between on each side. And I don't have to grout this corner necessarily up here in this corner there. But I'm gonna, well, no, I don't have to have a grout line right there. Just as long as I've got, yeah, it looks like I should have my grout line here. You see the space? That's about right, actually, for the grout line. So I'm good. This is the exact piece. Now, I'm going to take my tile. Sorry for the... All right, now I'm going to take this piece of tile. I'm going to lay my cardboard on it, scribe and cut it. So we'll get that done right now. Got to go outside to get it cut. Going to go through the tunnel. It's not really a tunnel, it looks like one. So now I'm coming out here. I'll show you here. Now you can do this freehand too with the grinder and a diamond blade. Okay. And that's probably the most efficient way. Because this machine right here, this is an oldie, man. I got this when I started my job. It's got like a 1.5-horse motor on it. It is bad to the bone. All right, I'm lining this tile up with the fence here on the saw. Okay. I'm going to bring this. I'm going to leave just a little space here. Okay, so I have some cutting room to, all right, so I don't have too small of a thin of a edge on the tile trying to cut it. All right, so I'm going to mark this. Actually, I need to go get some tape. So now I got to go back and get my tape. You can take polyurethane or lacquer thinner, and you can mark your lines and then spray it with like lacquer thinner or polyurethane, and it will dry, and then you can cut your line without a problem. Or you just use tape, which I'm going to go get some masking tape. And you mark on the masking tape, and then that's a lot faster. You don't have the polyurethane, wait for it to dry and all of that. Okay, back in the tunnel. Well, what I'm calling the tunnel. Anyways, all right. All right, get the masking tape, and we are good to rock and roll. Lock and load, you know what I mean? We can lock and load. Get her done. Okay. Hey, I haven't mentioned, but you know, thanks for your service in the military there, bro. My wife's son just came out of the Army. Her brother just graduated from the Army. Her dad was a tunnel rat. He said that was a pretty hairy job, but he started liking it too much, so he had to get out of it. So he transferred to do something else. But her dad doesn't talk a whole lot about being a tunnel rat. I've asked him some questions, some things about it. He's told me a few stories. Not many. I'm taping these areas that I just marked. Oh, something happened. I need you. Okay. Very bad connection. All right, you're still here, it looks like. Okay, I'm covering these areas that I've marked. All right, so bear with me. So, but anyways, yeah. So I almost went in the military, man, back when I was 18. And I ended up changing directions. But it would have been a good experience, I'm sure. But that was, not much was happening back then, But then I tried to get in Desert Storm. And I was going to have to go retake the ASFAB. And I needed to make money ASAP. So for me, it just didn't happen. But those of you that have put your time in and fought for this country, you've got my gratitude. That's for sure. For sure. My frustration is the government seems just to take advantage of everybody. You join the military and fight for this country, you're treated like a pawn and you don't matter after you get out. What's wrong with that picture? Thank you very much. Although Trump is making a difference. Thank God for Trump, All right, I've got these marked. Okay. So I have my got my pattern going on around here. Something happened. Yeah, come to your house and fix your shower. Why not? It just takes a ticket. And having the time to be able to do that. But that would be cool. I really would. That would be cool. I was in Florida, Pensacola. Was it Pensacola? My brother's driving truck, and we went out there. Made a delivery from here, from Victorville. We brought cabinets clear to Florida. Why didn't Florida get their cabinets from a local vendor, cabinet shop? Okay. Now, first thing I do is I have this close to where I want it on the back side. Okay, there's like a sight down in here in this groove. And that sight is right down in, let's see if I get the lighting. You can kind of see it. It's right here next to my thumb. All right, so there's my sight, kind of like on a gun. And then I turn this here to the blade, all right? So I get it lined up to the blade. It's touching the blade now, okay? Now I turn this and I get it lined up with this sight back here. It's down, there's the sight. Now you can see it. Right there's my sight, that edge. So then I sight in here down to this sight. And fix a faucet in my shower. Okay, lost it. So anyway, sometimes you got to undo a nut, take off valve. Okay, it looks like I'm sighted in and lined up here. Let's see, this is the critical part. It's looking. All right, as I'm sighting in straight down, you can't really see it here because it's too dark. I'm looking like I'm right in line with where I need to be. So now I'm going to try to get this zoomed in. Get this in this holder. Okay, let's see if I can't get this over here where you can see what's happening on the saw blade. All right, there we go. Just moved it. Got to double check it. Looking good there. There we are. Oh yeah, now for the shims. Okay, here's the shim, and that shim's going right alongside the outside edge here, which I'll show you. There's the shim right there. Going right in, holding it in place. All right. And then you push down on the table, you press down, you pull back with your fingers, and you hold it in place and make your cut. All right, let me see where you're at. What are you seeing right now? Okay. Here we go. We're lined up. We're sighted in. We got the shim in place. We're good to go. Turn on the saw, let the water flow. There we go. Okay, I like taking a squeegee and squeegeeing this off. Keeps my wife happy because I'm not dripping water inside the house. And I've seen tile guys just carry their tile in and, make a mess and on the floor in someone's house, and they don't even care. That's a problem. That's a problem. So use a squeegee. It works pretty good. That's what the doctor ordered. All right, we're doing the same process. Okay, we'll get this set up here. This front edge is touching the fence. Get this lined up. Just about got it right there. Okay, got to adjust it now. It went on the outside of this line, and I want it right there. That looks like perfect. We are cooking with Crisco. All right. That's what my dad used to say anyway, Good old Pops. All right. Get my shims in here. Okay. I'm going to take up the slack using the shims. Okay. Let me show you. Now let me zoom out a little bit. Thank you very much. I'm hoping it's entertaining. All right, you can see the shim taking up the space there because this shim's not big enough, and it follows it on up. Okay, so it's nice and tight. You don't want it to shift or move. And that's the difficult part about using the tile saw is it wants to shift and move on you. And that's the problem. Okay. So this is a technique that nobody shows you. None of these tile guys that I've seen here on YouTube ever show you how you set it up to get your cut. They just cut it if they show you anything. Oh, well, there is a guy that will show some stuff. He's pretty and he's good. He does top-notch work actually. Oh, it's Emmanuel. And at the moment, I'm going brain dead. I'll have to remember his name. So, yeah, if I can remember his name, I'll tell you his name. At the moment, I'm not remembering it. The name of his tile company. But he does really nice work. He'll polish his edges with the polisher and all of that. Well, back in the tunnel. Man, I'm going brain dead. That's frustrating. Okay, we're back, and okay, Sea Otter, appreciate you checking this out. As I'm trying to get this situated. All right. Okay, wrong direction. We're talking about perfection. I'm going to have a real nice rain shower. Where's it? Right there it is. I have a real nice rain shower. I've got my light going on right there. With this shower being enclosed, the lighting is horrible. Now I'm really going to tell on myself. Well, look at that. Look at the angle. Look at the joint. I got right there. We're good. And here we're good. All right. Well, hold on. I'm cheating. 2 hands is best. Maybe that's comical seeing me fight with 1 hand trying to make this work. All right, so we have it here. All right. Then we've got it here. So we're good. The next stage is the next piece. Okay. Next piece, this should be it right here. Let me check this out. Nope. Where's that piece at? Oh, it's right here. I'm hiding it. I think anyway. Let's see. I have to make an adjustment on this piece. All right, so you can see this piece is already cut. All right, and I'm gonna have to cut that off at the wall here at this point. Yeah, well, we can talk later about, maybe I can help you figure out where your problem is and how to fix it. Okay, so now that I've shown you how to make the pattern, how it's used, you can use that method for anything. When I put in, I've got some body sprayers here. I've got these 3 body sprayers, okay? And I took cardboard and I laid it on the brass body of the sprayers behind the wall, and then I took a hammer and I slightly tapped around the brass fitting, and I then cut the holes out, laid it on the tile, and I used that for my pattern to cut these holes. It really simplified the process. Okay, and so this is going to be nice. This is my shower seat. You can't really see it. It's all covered up. But I've got a shower seat right here. It's going to be a nice little shower. I've got a handheld sprayer, it's going to be it's a 1 foot rain shower. It's a square one. So you get plenty of coverage. I drilled out my rough-in valve and where I'll get more water flow. So I've done some custom things with it you don't even see. What else? Well, I guess that's about it for now. The shower's going to get a band. This here, I'll show you the banding material. I've already pre-cut it. This is the banding material, which is going to go on the outside of the wall. It's also going to go across here across the wall. That'll look cool when it goes up. Right now it doesn't look like nothing. It's going to go in my little shampoo niche or shampoo shelf I have right there. That's my shampoo shelf. Or my niche, they want to call it. Or niche, I don't care about all that. Anyways. Alright, so at this point, I've showed the details of how to get this done, how to make it happen. You can use a grinder, I think it's a 4-inch, or any size actually, with a diamond blade for dry cutting. You just got to be real accurate and take your time and go slow. And that's very doable. Although I don't know how straight some of the cuts are going to come out. That depends on your skill. I don't have that developed with the grinder, so I'm not using one. Just for, I'll be bullnosing. Whoops. Oh, I reversed this? Really, all this time? Oh, boy. All right, I really screwed up. If you're still here, I'm going to be bullnosing this edge over on my other shower. I'll be showing how to do that with a grinder and a diamond blade. When I get to that part, and it'll be down here on the shower curb, I'll be bullnosing this edge. I'll be rounding it, do a round over, and show how you get that done. So, I'm going to shut up, sign out. So God bless, take care, keep looking up, never give up, because there's always a way. Just keeping it real. Bye for now, and keep looking up.